Club, my friends. Come on over, join right in. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Breakfast Club. My name is Darren Hancock, and it is the 12th of February, 2026. Wow, what a week, hey? What a week. I hope you guys been having a good time. I hope you're learning lots. I do hope that you're reading the market a little more clear. You feel a little more comfortable with the market each and every day. That your decisions to pull the trigger or not are based on sound logic and reading the algorithm. That's pretty much all I want to teach you guys is read the algorithm, get yourself a set of trade rules, and stick to them, like fervently. Stick with them, because that's where it's going to make or break how well you trade. All right, my buddy Hadi yesterday had the idea of this sucker going higher. Let's see if this starts to manifest itself. Again, I'm looking at that 500 level up in here. If that gets broken, we're going higher. We haven't fully filled in our yearly key level, which is I think it's this one here. Let me 478.5. So 478.5. Right there. That is the top of the key level for this year. And I'm looking to see if we bounce off of that or if we ride through it and start using it as support. And the bottom of it is just click on it, Darren, and forget mucking about with it. 434. 434. Find your midpoint in here. All right. Let's see if we're live even first. Make sure that we're I'm with you guys this morning. I'm just kind of, my mind's off somewhere else here, trying to find some measurements. Randy, first through the door this morning. Good morning, Randy. How you doing, buddy? D, Abs, and Hans. The usual crew is here. It's good to see you guys. Welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday indeed. Happy Thursday indeed. Are you still bullish there, Hadi? Is that where you're headed today? SP ticker. Good morning, sir. How are you? Sitting in the room, in the hotel room, trying to trade off my laptop. Caught that run up from 348 to 405, 348. Oh, this was a nice little reversal here from there, catching that because you haven't traded through this yet. And then you're looking for this to get tagged, right? It doesn't get tagged. It just leaves from there. So if you caught this run, because we had this one run above, this candle here would have got you in fully here and would have got you in full load here to go higher. Take out that high, run for your next target up here. You hit it, run through it, come back, take profit model 3, extension, look for a fair value gap forming above an old high, institutional order flow entry drill. That's your A level trade. You're already through your next premium box. You use that for your extension and continuation. How lovely is that? That's an awesome trade. So good for you, Randy. It was definitely there this morning. Definitely there. Every hour we got something nutritious and delicious for you. So watching these two boxes here, we start eating through this. This could be a legitimate turn for, obviously it's a turn. First one's not traded to. Second one, just trading into it now. So you have to ask yourself, where am I in this whole grand potato? 50% right here. So that's all you got left of that essential run here. We're bouncing off this old high. So if this is going to hold and we don't even reach 50%, it starts to go higher. We want to see this candle here get taken. There's a small little SIBI forming right here. Let's see if we can get down to this level here at 50%. That'll take us right through here. If that takes us through here, I'm targeting all of this. And it's coming up for 9 o'clock now. So, and where's it? Hadi's 8:30. You notice how the 3 a.m. candle, because we've been sitting in such a crap kind of price action move lately, that the 3 a.m. candles are actually overlapping each other now. Like 3 a.m. candle from yesterday is overlapping from Tuesday's 3 a.m. candle. They're practically right on top of each other. I think there's just a slight difference today than yesterday's or Tuesday's. So see how we're bouncing off of here. This is the thing you got to worry about, right? It's come down into here. We think, well, it could be 50%, but because we're hitting off of this last up close candle, and that there's that little premium, last premium in this range here. We've come right down, and oh, we didn't quite touch it. We're still stuck inside this guy, and now we're getting that pullback, and we're not even bother reaching for 50%. Important candle, right? So now we've got this SIBI forming. Watch this candle here, because this could be a big run today. This could be, and if you decide to take it from where the actual SIBI is, we call that the actual price leg, this is the next potential run higher. Right up to that 480 level, right to the top of our, that's where the next projected run would be, right to the top of the yearly important key level. So what do we do? What do we do, you say? We don't wear a sweater. Here. We've had great weather here. Our snow's almost gone. Just icy on the back streets, but otherwise our snow's mostly gone. We've had some really hot days. We had a 17-degree day the other day. That was insane. Closed above the 3 a.m. Yes, sir. Looking for 50% of the range for a long. Are you using VWAP at all? Not a freaking chance. Couldn't even tell you what VWAP is. How's that? We are purely technical here. SP. I don't use any indicators other than whatever ones we make that are based on algorithmic setups and ICT stuff. So we don't do stochastics or MACDs or Bollinger Bands or any of that other stuff. Never use it, never touch it. And if you stick around long enough, I'll show you accuracy without any of that stuff, without one indicator. You'll just see me put boxes on the charts, and you'll see me do projections like fib projections and stuff, but you'll never see me use one of the retail indicators. And I know some people they've grown up trading that, and I'll respect it, but I'll show you, you won't need any of it. And I'll show you right on a 1-minute chart in the middle of one of the biggest indices in the world. And this is not noise down here. We'll show you accuracy like crazy. Like crazy. So once you realize that, you don't need any of those things. You won't need one of them, I promise you. You can safely put them in the cupboard where everybody else is fighting to try and understand them and making them fit. I'd like to see us retest right here at 399. If we don't get that, wait for the breakout, which should be above right here. We'll look for model 3, then model 4 for continuation. So we have internal range liquidity hunting, which we have not got here yet as an entry, and you haven't got this one as an entry for this internal range liquidity hunt, and we're well over 50% of it already. So that internal range liquidity is gone. We couldn't grab it unless you can find something on a 15-second chart. So just for poops and giggles, let's have a look, see if we would have seen something on a 15-second chart. So here's our bull trap. Here's our reversal. Nothing here. Right here. You would have caught a 15-second long right there. Inside this range, you're already greater than 50%, so you'd be paying a premium just to run up through here. And what you'd have to just say, I'm just going to wait for it to break through that. It's hammering away inside. Finally pops the range, and you still don't get a chance to tag it from there. So you'd have to be ballsy to take a premium inside this small range before saying, yeah, I want to see that go higher, your stop loss would have to sit down here. And the moment it breaks that high, then you just go, stop loss will go to the break even point plus the cost of the trade. Let it run. Here's your next highest range. So 50, 62% hunting internal range liquidity. And once you break this premium box on the 1 minute, which is bull trap, bull trap, bull trap, they're all tied up tight now. So you can see how we're going to bounce off that. We can come all the way back to the one that we never got a chance to tag. So look for this level right here at that 399 level, which we were looking for on the 1 minute chart. And you're going to bust out of all of this. There's lots of little bull traps in there. So we want to try and make sure we wait for something cleaner. 399 we're looking for. Look at that. Ba-boom! 399. Now let's see if that holds and this stays open and sends it higher. And don't forget, we can come all the way down to 395.75. And if we lose 395.75, look for a retest of this guy down here. So there's your premium box. So you go from box back to the little box that we never got a chance to get into. We clear here, take out this guy, and then that's our objective. I was going to ask you or Mark about the 3 a.m. overlapping. Which one do you use? The latest one? Yeah. Use the one that I think, Mark may disagree, but I think you always use the most recent one. And the bot that I built does just that. Last night I checked it for... you can literally turn off you can turn on one trade a day, and it always resets at the beginning of each day. Always resets at the beginning of each day. So that's how the bot works anyway. So if you're training yourself to do anything other than the previous one or the one that's just been set for the day, then what you're going to run into, there you go. See how we hit that? Now I want to see us pop through here, find some support at that, and not just hit this rejection block. I want to see if we close here, then we're coming back deeper into the range here, and look for that 50% that we had over here. Right there. That's our target again, right here. Yeah, so the bot's going to show you, you can set one trade on a reset day, or you can set, if it fails, you can say, I'm done, or you say, leave it open for every time it hits the criteria for triggering a trade. It's going to trigger a trade. It's going to say, you can get in here. Here's the next one. Here's your take profit levels and all that stuff. It's, I put a lot of work into this, so it's looking pretty good. So I'm kind of excited. We might have to get together on the weekend, or something, just so I can show you guys what we got, because it's looking pretty freaking sexy, let me tell you. No body below here, but we do have a body below here. I'd like to see that come back. Retest this, because we've already got a range extension. I want to see a continuation now. So if we come up and just wick into here, this is our go, no go zone right here. No go, you go, I go. Good movie, man. Do you remember that movie? Anybody remember that movie? You go, I go. You go, we go. There's the pop. Give it a little kiss. Come on. Don't just sweep here, because if we pop through this, then we're back into another consolidation. We're back into this consolidated range here. So we'll see a pop on here, then a run back up into here. So there's the nice little pop. Let's see it send it lower now. Delicious. Now we're aiming for 50%. You're out, Hadi. Good work, buddy. 10-4, thanks. You're welcome. Look for 15-minute chart, Darren. Look at the 15, he says. Darren, focus your attention. Let's have a look at Mr. 15 here. Oh, yeah. Well, so we've hit the high of it already. That was the first time. You want to see it leave from there, right? Now you're looking at 50% of the wick. We're now going into institutional order flow entry drill. So you want to see this kicking off here now. And if you don't, then we're looking at this. Quarters. All the way up to here is A level entry. That means 50% will put you right there. 50% will get you a nice little bounce off of here. Get you running here, talking about all those areas that are going to get attacked. They're getting attacked now. So what you're looking for then on the higher time frame is this key level. You want to see this stay open as like a breakaway, right? We're watching this level right here. It's at 50%. You don't want to see that get broken or take the whole body of the last two candles. I guess they're kind of buried inside this guy here. Yeah, you'd have to say right to the top of this candle here at 357, leaving this portion open. So you want to see a B level trade, C level trade. That's it. No more than a C level trade if you're grading that response at a 354. And if this is all new stuff to you guys, just don't sweat it. You'll get it. That'll be our theme song. Don't sweat it. You'll get it. Don't sweat it. You'll get it. Seems going higher. Yes, I totally agree with you, Hadi. I'm all for going longer now. There's no reason for me to think we're going longer or shorter right now. Overall, I still think it's going shorter. Like for a longer time frame, I think we're going shorter. But I have to stay on the horse. Have to stay on the horse. So I'm with you, buddy. Tally ho, let's go. If I lose this level, I'm done. I'm done on the short idea for a while, because if we close above here, then I know we're probably reaching higher. Because then it's the from here on, higher is now Model 3 and Model 4 on the 4 hour. Go back, have a look at Model 3 and Model 4, and then look at the 4 hour and tell me if that doesn't line up. And I show you, you're seeing Model 1, 2, 3, 4 every day, every hour, you're seeing the same thing. Here's a retest. Now I want to see that go lower. Oops, I got 11 on there. I don't need 11 on there. Let's see if we can get lower here. At least to 50%. I'm just keying off of this candle here now. So my stop loss has to go like up here. Just more than my entry. Now I don't want more than that 50% to let go. Let's see what happens here. Come back, retest. I guess I got to be above the go, no go zone right there. We could see that it's got tested once, so we could get it one more time here. Let's see if we can reach for our 50%. This could be that institutional order flow entry drill, so keep your eye on that on the 15-minute. We've tagged that old high. We're halfway into this wick. There's a retest of that one. Look at the 15, seems going higher. I have 25,376 as support. 25,376. 76 is support. Wow, you couldn't be any more bang on the money there, buddy. Look at that. 375.25. You're right on the money. So if I lose this candle here, I'm on the wrong side of this. So I'm hoping your support level gets broken a little bit and comes down into this 369, 370 level. It'll be interesting to see what you get on yours compared to what I'm seeing here. Is that using your indicators, SP? That must hold for this rally to continue. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. Let's see. Let us see. So there's a good clean logic here, right? We've got a sweep of a low. I think there's a little SIBI right there. Yes, there is. And we've just come back and validated it right here. We've come back and tagged it. So that's going a little higher. This is the top of the bull trap. You want to see that let go. It's got to break through the go, no go zone. Then I'm on the wrong side of it and we're going to go higher. And that will continue. And then SP with your, that's your level you want to see holding. It's got to hold if you want to go higher. I want to see, we've got a model extension, a model 4 extension, or sorry, continuation model here now. So you can allow this to come all the way back into our go, no go zone. So I'm at this is my area right here that will decide whether or not we're going to go higher or whether or not this is going to continue and break out the level that you're looking for. And I don't like all this chop going on here, as people already know. But let's see. And you'd never put more than you're reaching for. So I'm just looking for, oh, we're already through this level. I should actually take the loss, but I'm going to see if I can trust my no-go zone here. We are very excited to see what you come up with there at Oh Hans. It's looking sexy, let me tell you. I like it. It has a HUD that is that is massive. And I think the question I'm going to give to you guys is, should I keep the HUD or should I just turn the bot into whatever the HUD is? It's gonna, give me the like the HUD is actually just gonna, it's hitting key levels you're looking for anyway. Does that make sense? Should I keep the HUD? It's big, black, bold. It's sitting right there in front. You'd have to have this thing sitting like right here, as this massive HUD is sitting here looking at key levels, and it's telling you your take profit levels and all that other stuff. So that'll be interesting. I'm going to take some of this off because I'm not, screw it. Let it go. Let's just see. I'm pulling my stop loss to here now. If it comes back through me, then that's done. Yeah, it'll be and my other bot I've been working on for months, way more complex, but I'm slowly figuring it out. I think most of the journey has been about understanding AI and understanding how to talk to AI. This is another little tiny no-go zone right here. Test or not. Go lower. Thank you. Keep going. You've retested it. Go lower now. Send it. Send it down. Let's go, baby. All right. Now I'm going to pay myself there. I'm going to put my stop loss there. I'll pay myself at the rejection block. Come on, give me something to the low. I don't want to see it pop through here. Let's go. Get down there. Send it. Send it. Stop mucking about. Going in. Going in. Three more out of that. All right. Now I'm just going to wait for it to get my objective now. Now I'm going to move to risk-free trade and let the thing run. What the hell? Let's let... Oh! Success! Now it's probably going to run lower. But that's good. That's my 50%. I came in kind of late. Came in with too much, I think, to start with, especially that late in the game. So that is the level of perfection that we want to get. You start seeing it, that go no go zone. You want to see it get held. This BISI held before the no go. We finally hit 50. So now we're driving down to 60%. So I should have just put whatever 5 I had left. I put a 3 there, plus the cost of the trade, and then finish trading internal range liquidity. Take profit model 1, and we could have still had some on here. That makes sense? Yeah, so the other bot is this whole trading model, just the first trading model here. Man, it's tough to get the AI to go back and recognize historical, put in memory historical BISIs and SIBIs, and then find which one to reference and what set of rules will you need to establish when that BISI is above an old high, below an old high, before, after. Does other swings occur before it? There's so many things that can screw up your AI or your bot. Watch this level right here. We have to get a body through here now. If not, nice little swing. Our bull traps are sitting up here. We have a nice little premium up here. Look at that. See that little premium get tagged, start off right there, trade below it, come back inside it, zip it down. Takes out your secondary, box to box, small little range. Trades through it, comes back to it, sends it lower. That's your range extension. Continuation. That's the continuation. All inside the take profit, or inside your take profit model 1 model. We're risk free, and anyway, you get the idea. Good morning, Shepherd. Reza, good morning. Okay then, not selling anything, but respectfully, I am 71. Volume is very important part of trading. I do not consider volume an indicator. It's equally important as price action. Okay. All I'll say there about that is it's not important. And I know that you don't like that idea, but it's not. We have no volume on any of this stuff. Volume did not determine whether or not that was going to be a key point for that to stop there. You don't hit a certain volume. And I'm just telling you what I understand. So this is just for debate. I'm not trying to prove you wrong. I'm not trying to make you look like an idiot or anything. Please don't think that. I'm not. I'd like to get into these healthy debates. So I just want you to question And I'm happy to question my stuff if you come up with something more logical. I reserve the right to change my mind if I learn something new tomorrow. That's how I look at life always, always, always. I will stand on my beliefs, and beliefs are really only doubts. What you believe in, you doubt. Because what you know, you know. Think about that. What you believe, you doubt. What you know, you know. What you know is truth. It's like if I said to you, do you believe you have parents or do you know you have parents? Well, you don't say, I believe I have them. You say, yeah, I know I got them. That's your truth, right? When you believe something, it's open for interpretation. So this is why I'm saying I believe volume has nothing to do with it, because I have not looked at how much volume. Did we get a specific volume level that hit a key level that I was expecting to see resistance at? Volume had zero to do with that. And I know the markets, people look for the logic, which is if nobody was buying it, it wouldn't go anywhere. If nobody was selling it, if there's no buyers and no sellers, then how the hell does the market move? Because you have to believe in an algorithm that runs and offers price, and volume is just the number of people that are buying or selling it. It's not what's moving it. What's moving it is the algorithm. The number of people buying in and selling it, irrelevant. I know it's a kind of a bold statement to make, but if you think about that from the simple logic of if a car without a driver drives from A to B and people jump on and jump off, a bus goes from one direction to another direction. It follows a logical pattern of going to one museum, back to here, down to Central Hall, over out into the East Coast, back over here, and it keeps running to this pattern, a specific pattern. And how many people get on and get off that bus is irrelevant. That's how I kind of look at it right now. So that's just my logic behind the volume, SP. Not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that's not the logic I understand it as. Because if it was volume based, then everything I'm doing here, looking for these precise levels, if tons of people piled in on that, then it would be wrong. These data points wouldn't hold out, because there's this, that have to imply that there's a certain volume that will trigger a move to a different direction. And it won't be, we have 334,322 opens available. So if you buy it, we're closing it off right there, and then we're going lower. We're not offering this anymore to any more buyers or sellers. And maybe that's kind of stupid logic because I don't understand the markets that well, especially fundamentally. We're pure technical analysis here, so that's my logic. And you could, that sounds like something you could tear apart pretty easy, so feel free to do so. 23,350 is the next volume reference. 25,350 is the next volume reference. Now, what does the volume reference refer to? Is it referring to a level of undersold, underbought? Is that what it's looking for? Danger, danger. Does this chat accept screenshots? No, it doesn't, but you can go into our Telegram chat. There's a community there, and there's people in there that still use retail logic. They still use volume and VWAP and stuff like that. So we push ICT stuff there. I don't advocate or sell anything in there. So I don't advocate retail in our channel because we're focusing specifically on ICT techniques. So, but you can go on this, there's a bar in there called the sidebar conversation. You can chat about whatever the hell you like in there. As long as it's not in general chat and stuff, just stick it in the sidebar and say, hey, look, this is what I'm looking at for volume. I'd be interested to see what what the logic is. And if that 350 is a logical level, I'll see if it points to a level that falls into, like if we, here's the reference. If I see in your volumes the same level, we're looking at the same level that I'm looking at for a specific candle or a specific data point on a candle that lines up with your 350, then I'd be going, okay, maybe there's something to volume. If it constantly and consistently hits key levels in the algorithmic logic that we know of. Now, I'm not saying ours is the be-all end-all, but it's what I do every day. It's my little thing, right? So I'm just one of probably millions of people on the internet showing what we know about the market. And I'm just another point of view. That's all there is to it. I don't claim to be the only way, but I do claim to be one of the best. Does this chat accept buyers and sellers are always the same numbers since every trade must have one of each? Oh, interesting. I'm afraid we have someone who has spent money on the wrong things. The highest volume of traded contracts for the day. Highest volume of contracts traded for the day. Isn't D the consummate nice guy? That's interesting. All right, so as long as you're patient with me, SP, I do not want you to feel like I'm picking on you, because I'm not. I'm gonna show you a specific level that we're looking at, and you let me know whether or not your volume says to go in a direction. Because the one thing that drives me nuts about fundamentals especially is no one ever gives you a precise entry point. Fundamentals, you can go into breaking down a company, who runs it, how they work and all that stuff, and then you can make these big, and obviously Warren Buffett does it. It works for him. But nobody gives you that precise area that you're looking for precision, right? So as long as you're patient with me, I am not, because I'm not going to do this if you feel like I'm attacking you, because I don't want that at all. I don't want anybody in our community to feel like whatever they're doing is being attacked. I'm just going to try and hold you to your logic as you hold me to mine. That's all. So all I want to do is kind of loosen your grip on your model of the world. In NLP, we just call that loosening your grip. When somebody has a belief about something, they hold on to it so tightly, it's at the exclusion of everything else that could make sense. So I'm just going to say, hold on to your logic of volume until we can stretch it. I want to try and stretch that truth. Because if I offer you other options that consistently, that's the key word, consistently show you where volume fails, that it's not just one buyer, one seller, it's just an algorithm offering price. Because then you'd have to say, if there's more buyers and sellers, then we have, what's the purpose of, everything would be just perfectly flat, right? If we're not offering price, it's not an equal number of buyers and sellers, because this tells me there's more sellers than buyers. If we use that logic, right? There's not an equal amount. There's just more sellers. People are just selling stuff, but who's buying it? There's not an equal number of buyers and sellers there. There's just, it's more sold than it is bought. Or there's more assets that have been sold to the right number of people. I don't know. So we're still down here. We're still at 60% here. So if you are at off the low of that candle there, you traded short there, you broke this low, you come back into that low for the new range extension continuation. We need to see it close below this level, because that becomes our new no-go zone. It trades below it. There gets our extension. Now I want to see a continuation, a retest of this, all the way up into that little tiny area right there, which is what we were looking for here. Retest and come lower. Look for 70% now. And then our discount box down here. This is where we're looking. So tell me if your volume indicator gives you this box. So there's the retest, low. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's actually 5 or 6 in there, but there's little tiny guys in there. They're all overlapping. So take first one, second one, third one, fourth one, and fifth one is the high of it. And if we break through the top of it, then look for the bull trap, get back in sync with it, and we'll go higher. But otherwise, this is my target here. The box we shall drop into. Is your volume, SP, does your volume give you this one? Because you said 53, I think it was, or 50 was the next volume floor. What did you say it was? 350, correct. Okay. So 350 is right here. That puts you right at 70%, which is an optimum trade entry reversal. That is right on the money, SP. That is a good, sound, logical place for it to reverse on. Boom, through the box. And down we go. So we ripped through the box, took out the rejection block and the old low, quick run on liquidity. We're now at the open. Now we could send that right up there. So there's your 350 area kind of holding. Now I want to see this break to the upside. I think SP, the highest volume trade contracts of the day, the futures are different because they are centralized. Okay. SP, you'll find that everything that runs on charts that you can see and we can trade are all algorithmic. And I know it's a big, bold statement, but please come back and we'll show you crazy accuracy on this. Like, don't leave. I don't want you to leave mad or like anyone's picking on you here, because I will kick them out if they're picking on you. I do not want you to feel that way, but I want you to stick around when you can and see the logic of what we're trying to show you here. I like the new blue badge. Did you just get promoted? Respect the blue. No, I guess it's something new they've added. Not much, not such a thing. There will never be more buyers than sellers or vice versa. Okay. I think I did, but the boss hasn't increased my pay yet. True that. What's up with that? So much responsibility, so little appreciation. Yeah. You get the blue badge, man. You get to be the man in blue. Before I leave, there can be more aggressive buyers and more aggressive sellers than passive buyers and passive sellers. Aggressive orders absorb liquidity from passive orders. Wow. Market orders are aggressive orders. Limit orders are passive orders. Holy smokes. Okay. That's too much for my brain to figure out, to rely on buyers and sellers. See how our body respects that level? So far, we're sitting right in it. So that becomes the no-go zone if we trade through it. And we're not. Right now, we're sitting in it nicely. Now I want to see us run back through here. So this is way too much chop for me, and it's the open. So you just wait for it to throw buyers and sellers off the market. You got a liquidity pool down here. We've swept that liquidity pool here now. We have would-be buyers and sellers up here. And that's what we're targeting. We're going to offload the bulls with the bears. There's a pool of people up here that have liquidity. Thanks for popping in, SP. Please don't think that we're attacking you, man, because I totally respect whatever position that you hold and how, whatever your logic is. I really hope it continues to pay out for you. All we're here to show you is just how to, I'm going to read the market. You decide how you use that. Entirely up to you, but I really appreciate you popping in. And thank you for sharing your idea, because I don't want people to think that we're attacking them every time they come in that don't see the same logic as us. That's why this world is screwed up, because everybody keeps arguing about their belief is the only way, right? And I don't want you guys to feel that way. I'm going to try and back up exactly why I believe what I believe, and then you guys can take that with a grain of salt, because I'm just an old burned out paramedic. What do I know? I'm not a finance guy. I'm not I'm nothing but a guy who's just studied ICT and obsesses over the charts. So that just puts me in a whole category of a bunch of amateurs just trying to work the market. See all this chopping back and forth? That should be golden sign to you guys that it is not, yeah, it's hitting a key level for me here, but I'm not looking for any logic in here right now. That is wicking back and forth and chopping you up. If you have a stop loss sitting in here at a logical level, you won't say, oh, I want to see it hold there, and it suddenly rips through and takes you out and then goes all the way back up again. This is the chop that you're subjecting yourself to. Wait for it to clean up and wait for these logical levels to get tagged and smoothly move away, not this kind of stuff. This is the kind of stuff you should avoid when it starts to get all noisy like this. Move to the sidelines, because those key levels we're looking for, those sensitive levels, are jumping back and forth. Now, whether or not that's orders being dropped into the market and people are snapping them up, whether there's volume that's causing people to buy and sell this stuff and it's ripping back and forth, I have no idea. I don't care about how it's driving it. All I want to know is what data points it's reaching for. How we get there, irrelevant. He's gone. SP, have a wonderful day, buddy. You got the crown for the day, the #1 guide for the most comments for today. Bless his little heart. Thank you. I really appreciate when they pop in. Good morning, Russell. Oh, and Derek, if you don't want to do that, the blue badge special, you just let me know. I can take you off of there, buddy. You don't have to feel like you're obligated to do that. And if anybody else wants to take over the mantle, then let me know. I'll blue badge you. All you're there to do is just to make sure that people don't, if they start trash talking people in here, you punt them. If I don't catch them, you have the power to just say, you're done, bye-bye, and you get to punt them. Because our community is about respecting each other, which is what we try to do here. That's all. Yeah, it's ice blue, that badge you got there, Derek. Is that too soon? Is that too soon? I shouldn't say that. Don't chase this. That is in Poopsville right now. See, don't chase it. Don't chase it. Right back up into that go, no go zone. Right there. You see that? Hit it again. Wick through it. Bodies are nowhere near it. That wick's doing some damage, man. This is a barbed wire fence. And you trying to climb out of here, you're going to get cut up. You're going to get cut up. See how it destroyed our 15-minute there, Hadi? it's come all the way down. It's respecting this Sibby here still. Wick through it. That's the part that did the damage. But the bodies are still respecting it. You see that? Now that will turn into a no-go zone. If we break it and we see this close here, that becomes the no-go zone for us to keep heading down for this next objective at 304, 309. 310, somewhere around there. Crazy, hey? Crazy! Chop, chop. There's a lot of chop, chop going on in there. This looks like a nice Cam 3 model setting up here. That would be a nice little Cam 3. You guys see that? Here's another trade model for you guys if you're new. You're new to the square. Have you guys seen some of the Olympic people? You know, somebody's having they get injured or something like that, and the sportsmanship and the camaraderie, the team, the respect for each other that's going on there is unbelievable. They had me in tears with all these people, you know, trying to run. I saw this one where these two brothers were racing, and the one brother was literally could hardly move his legs anymore, and he was collapsing on the road, and he just couldn't. The finish line was right there, and his legs just had nothing left in him. And his brother was coming up, running up behind him, and he was in second place, and he was beating the third place guy, and he stops, grabs his brother, loops his arm over his shoulder, and just starts working him towards the finish line. Meanwhile, the third place guy just tears past him. He wins, and the two brothers come through, and they said, it's not about the race, it's about the journey, it's about how you get there. And he picked his brother up. I was like, "Wow, that's awesome!" I couldn't do that with my brother; he's too big. I would have just dragged him. Let me go. No, I can't. I would have dragged it. I couldn't have picked him up at all. Look at that wire brush. Call yourself a dog. I've seen more hair on a lavatory brush. Oh, did anybody know the reference I gave you earlier? I can't even remember what the thing was. I can't even remember the movie reference now. Anyway, it's probably on gone. What's ES doing? Are we going lower? Let's run through the other stuff. Well, that is playing wire brush. That's taking out the highs. And these guys have taken out the lows. Are we on the same hour? 1 minute. 1 minute. Interesting. This took out the high. This E and NQ didn't go anywhere near the highs. So this is holding it down. NQ did a quick run above. And now if we see it take out this level here and drop below the bull trap, I want to see it get used, and that will become the no-go zone for us to run down to our next targeted level down here. And then we can start attacking that regular trading hour gap below us. This looks like she's going to go lower. If the regular trading hour gap is a draw on liquidity, right? That gap, this would be the draw down here. This was yesterday's. This is today's. That's our first presentation for value gap. Tag it, send it. Watch this level here, let go. There you go. We're digging into it. There you go. This is running too. Good. It just looked like it was going to go down there. Hey, there's the first presentation. You don't even get a chance to get in on that. That's how quickly it can send it, right? We're right through that first presentation, and then it doesn't even retag it. That would have been a nice little click and go, but inside all that mess, wouldn't have trusted it. Wait for the discount box to get broken to the downside. It does. It takes out the discount breaker. Wait for to see where this closes. So this is the psych candle. This could turn into a massive ugly wick. So wait for it to finish the next 4 seconds. See if it closes below here. 2, 1. Good. Now watch a retest. There. That's it. Send it lower. You can come all the way up into this little piece in here. Right there. Right there. Stop right there. Send it lower. Right there. Oh, see, it ran back up into that guy. Low. Come on down. It's got to come down. I wanted to see that act like a no-go zone. This one did. Okay, we now are sitting lower. Now we're looking for this next target down here. So this would be our next target right here. Are you guys jumping in on this? Because you shouldn't. We're just looking. Oops. There's our next box. Done and dusted. Now we're looking for 50% right here. If you're jumping on this and you're chasing this and that whips back against you, you get something new to journal about your psychology. Doesn't matter that I call on it. You got to make sure you got a logical entry, and that was the only logical entry I could see. But I was hoping it would stay right there. We had a bit of a wick through it into the next premium or the discount box inside this range. So you had this one, then this one. That one should become the no-go zone. You get a wick through it back into the other no-go zone, and then no bodies broke it, and now you see it run lower. That's your range extension right there. Now this is the continuation down into the discount box. We've hit the bottom of the discount box. Look at that. The bodies are respecting it. And now I want to see if, and we ran the lows out. So now I want to see if this gets held and we send it back up higher, or we start punching through and look for that 50% of the new regular hour trading gap. And then Hans will be like, yes. Hans would have caught himself a nice little run there. Pretty rare, yes. Just watching. Michael has the equal lows from yesterday marked. Oh, is he doing a show today? The equal lows from yesterday. Look at that. Right inside that order block. There's that little no-go zone right there. Hit the first one. Hit the second one. Send it lower. We should be cooking it down here now. discount box on a 15-minute. Boom, we're tagging that right now. Now that's the that'll be the continuation box if we continue pushing lower on 15-minute. If Michael's looking for the equal lows, he's looking way down here. I'd like to see this get broken on the downside first, and then we find some support at that in a 15-minute chart. Then I'd be all for running for Michael's area there. Yesterday's equal lows. There is a 25.11 and 25.076. And we do have the 24.937. 24.937. There was a quick one on the 15-second. Okay. How come my girl's still here? I thought she was off to work today. Where are we looking? So my question was then, if volume was here at 350 something, he said 350, and then, or 358, somewhere around here, he said there was a volume, and then this one was a volume, and it failed. So how do you know that volume is reliable if it fails? Is there an entry point? So if it does fail, I'm trying to find the logic here. If it fails, do you now get short where it fails? What's your entry point? What's the logical entry if your volume fails at that level? And if volume fails at this level, do you just repeat the same thing over again? Is it a reproducible? I don't understand the volume side of things. So I want to know where, if someone's been doing that volume stuff for a long time, which I know there's a lot of people that use the delta for volume. it works for them. I just don't have no idea how it's doing it. But if it's making them successful, man, there's got to be some logic to it. Honey, aren't you supposed to be at work already? Okay. All right, let's go through some of these other ones over here and see what we get. Let's look at oil. Oil. 15-minute retest the low. Nothing breaks this SIBI here. We keep rolling over, coming lower. 5-minute BISI. Or it's a 5-minute. Don't know if it's necessarily a BISI. Let's skip this here. Where's that? Jeepers, way back here. Oops. It's funny driving some of you guys crazy. It's like, oh, you're killing me, man. See if we get down into here today. Nice. This is my algo running, or my little bot running in here, an old version of it, but it looks like it's working nicely. We come down, we trade through here, we tag it with the diamond, we tag it for a short. Now we're getting a retest. I want to see it go lower. There's your entry there, and you're still sitting on it. So we'll see if that that stop loss, I would haul right into here now. So far it's working. And that's an older version. Jeepers, what version is that one? +4. What ones are they? Volume 1 boundaries, phase 3D. It's a 3D, phase 3D. So far looking good. I might have to go back to phase D, 3D. I think I'm on phase HI right now. That's good, because sometimes I might have to go back and grab the data from that one and use that. Sometimes the AI jumps completely off the beaten path, and you got to go back, and I might have to keep that in there so I can say, hey, look, this was the logic we got to. Let's carry on. Do a little backtracking. Ooh, I'm so glad I'm out of that now. Look at that. Ooh, it's nice. Oh, look at that. Wire brush. You get chewed up in there. Stay out of that gold right now. You're out of here. Right into the consequent encroachment. Look at that. Right there on 85,905. I'll be right back. Holy crap. Okay, where are we at here? I have a target of downside target of 934. Nine 34 is my downside gap fill for 4 hour. That's oil, silver. Don't have anything for silver. ETFs. Soybeans, lean hogs. All the time we stay above this imbalance here on soybeans. This is your commodity market here. All the time we stay above here. If we break this candle on a low, that's the retest. See how we went above it? We came back into it, ran higher, took the high out. Now I want to see if this holds. It's got a hold price here, and you want to see it leave from there, right? For soybeans. I'd like to see it just come back and just test it, or just the consequent encroachment of it hit right there at 1126.2. If we hit that, look for it to run from there. So go to the lower time frames and look for your entry in here for your continuation, or for your internal range of liquidity, and then your range extension continuation on a 5-minute chart, let's say. Ooh, sugar. It looks like sugar is gonna if we just get a body above here, this retest right now in sugar, I'd like to see sugar go up from here. Right there. Let's watch sugar today. I want to see if that starts to pull higher. And if we can close above here, we're in our next bull trap. This is our little market structure shift if we can get that. But I do like the fact that we ran up above here with a wick. The body closed, and it's still closing on it. No, yeah, let's put it right on it. So that's got to hold now for that to go higher. Otherwise, if we lose this and trade through it, so if we lose the close today, ends up closing below here, then we're on the wrong side of that. Okay, just so you know, if you're into sugar, you're into something super sweet, live cattle, man, that's a jumper. You sure can jump around. You'd have to develop a strategy around live cattle. I don't know. Algorithmically, it's reaching for it, but man, did it ever like gap down and then ran right through the discount. And look at that, just turn around just when you think it's going lower. She gapped up higher back into the range. That cattle industry would be hard to trade. So we wanted to see this hold price and not trade below that. See how it trades below it? Opens down here, tags it, hits the weekly again, comes back. We wick through multiple times into the mean threshold of this candle. Then we finally close below that level again. Retest it right in its consequent encroachment, and then we're back into this weekly again. So you wanted to see interest rates go higher, or government bonds, I should say, go higher. They froze right here, rolled over. As soon as it closes below here, which is what you wanted to see here, close, come back, use it as support, and the fact that you closed above it again, so we went above, below, above, below. You got to wait for a structure shift now. You got to wait for it to get down here or above here, because that just is working that whole area right there. And now it's found support here. Now it's dug right back deep into this weekly range. And we've worked the upper portion. We've worked the lower portion. So if we lose this candle on the downside, look for a retest of that level and the weekly, and see that run to our next levels down here. So we're just watching to see if we lose this candle on the close now. Then it and this imbalance become the no-go zone for it to continue coming lower, which could be a nice little dip into March, April for a nice little bond market long. As far as the dollar index is concerned, we're in the middle of the range, so I got nothing for you there. The euro dollar retesting old lows. We didn't even break this. They got equal highs here. We've got a BISI that's been traded through back into the base of you can't even call that a breaker because it doesn't even take the high. So mitigation block, back to mitigation, and we're sitting here waffling around. I got nothing for you on a 4-hour level, at least, other than this looks more bearish than it does bullish right now, but we can still get a pump back up into here. If you close that, then look for their equal highs again. Otherwise, this is looking kind of bearish for me. Not super strong bearish, but you know, we've shifted into a market structure shift here, and now you expect to see it hit here and then start going. See how we're waffling here on a 4-hour? That's where I lose my love for going anywhere. Still feels, but it's in a bearish show right now. So 4-hour. This is in a neutral show because we've got bullish here to here. Then we're back inside the range. So we're in this range and we're in the premium portion of that range. This has all been cleared out, retested. This is the new immediate rebalance. So it's got to get back above here, take this out, climb on top of here, and then look for a run higher. If not, we've got our little high taken here. We've got this BISI. We've traded below it. We've traded back inside it, and we ran lower. So if we lose this one little spot right here and that mean threshold, look for a continuation to the upside, and this will push higher. And if this goes sideways while this runs, you see the pound is stronger than the euro. This euro is the first in the line, so it's going down against the pound. So it's holding as the pound is starting to lift, right? So that will drive this down. Pound would go higher. So it's the sixth sister. Euro is the sixth sister of the two. So if you're going to go for something that's got more strength, you go for that. If you want something, you want to short it, which one's the weaker one out of the two? That's your, right now, that's the bearish one. This is more of a holding a slight bullish push. If you get through here, more bullish, and this is slightly bearish overall on a 4-hour chart. That's bullish, that's bearish, which is what it's reflecting here too on a 1-hour chart. And if the dollar index continues to drop lower, that should allow these guys to lift off, allow the bull one to take over and wait for this to get taken out above you. So I wouldn't go bullish on euro until we break through here and then start running for the equal highs. And I wouldn't go bullish on pound until we break through here on a close in the next 1 hour and 2 hours and 47 minutes. Banks, the bank. What version is this? This is the 3D model. Back to the 3D again. Showing a short validate, roll over, discount box, pay yourself, wait for a change. It invalidates any long. Not so far, that's working okay. I like the 3D model. It's holding. That's the thing we're talking about. We wanted to see that go higher, but it has not broken this high here. You see that? Just the wick ran up in there. And we talked about this a couple of days ago where we said if there was a wick here and we didn't get a body above that, we're still have the potential to run all the way back into this range again. And look at this. Yesterday, that's exactly what we got. Run right back into this level. So now if we close below here, which we have, this now becomes the resistance level. So now we're starting to attack this mean threshold one more time. So this little pump up, clear out liquidity for a short. Now pair it up with these guys down here. So I want to see if this holds here now. If that holds and it goes up higher, you're stuck between here and that 1 to 167. That was banks. This is the German index. Yeesh. Look at that 5-minute. Eek. That's painful, man. Okay, so on a 1-minute chart, that little run higher, there's your change in direction. Trade below it, trade back into it, go lower. Discount box, little tiny one here, right here, trades through it, extends the range. You want to see it come back into it, hold, it rips right through it, comes back into this range. Breaker, that whole breaker, holding price. And again, if you trade through the breaker, come back into it, looking for the breaker to provide support to go higher. So this one, holding, change in direction, don't get anything in here, no bull trap broken, change in direction again, trade back into that one from way down here. This is like box to box, hit it, come all the way back through it, trade back into it. That's range extension, nice little range extension, change in direction. No body above the first little bull trap here, so you want to see this get broken to the downside right there. If you're going long, that's a great place to go long, but we haven't got a bull trap, we haven't got a market structure shift, but that's the long. If it trades through it, comes back to it, tags it, get your long off, and you're still in the wrong, you're on the wrong side of this, it's going to go lower. So wait and see where it closes. Otherwise, that's a perfect place for a long, and you want to make sure this gets broken to the upside, and it hasn't yet. So I anticipate we could still break this on the downside, and then mean threshold right now, but that's a long until it breaks that level right there. See how this range here, you've already hit, that's probably 70% of that range from here to here. What's that at? 70%. Look at the body. We're expecting 70% optimum trade entry reversal. Now we're through that level. So if your stop loss is sitting here, this could be a straight run to your stop loss. Now if it comes back right here, this is the candle you want to see go higher. Come back and take off your short or your long and get back short. So this is called the fail safe. So your stop loss would be right here right now. You're moving it up, chasing it up, and you want to try and get your trade off. If you're going long, This is the retest of the no-go zone to go lower and extend our range. So you watch right here at 150. So your stop loss would be right there. The body's open right now. Now you're out. Because if you don't get that, it's coming for your stop loss. And there you go. See the difference? That's the fail-safe. Right there, you got to find the rules that support how far up you're going to get your trade off. So you lost from there to the open there. Now you can get back in sync with it. Get back and look at this candle right here. Find some support at that and go lower. Overall bearishness, 70% optimum trade entry reversal. Give it a retest here, and the DAX should go lower. That's your model 4 now. See that? Test. Beautiful. Keep coming. So whatever you lost there, you've now made up just in that 30 seconds or something that you lost here. And if you just want to break even, take your break even, move to the sideline, wait for a new setup. Otherwise, do whatever you need to do. But right there, you've just made your money back for whatever you lost there. That's the model 4 continuation model. Okay, so we take losses. When I was telling you, all you go, ideal is to go long there. And if it trades through you, then look to get your trade off. That was the quick way to manage your trade on that, because you're on the wrong side of it. We wait for the extension. There's the extension. Now the continuation. Here's your continuation. So you've made your money back now that you lost from there to there. You've made back from there to there. Break even, move to the sidelines and wait, or leave it on and manage it accordingly. I'm not going to tell you how to manage your trade. Disney, I want to see Disney get through here. I want to see this breaker get taken out here. Takes out this little high. Doesn't take out the overall range, but that is the one I want to see get broken to the downside. That will become the support for us to get down into that $80, $90 range that we're looking for. Pick up Disney on a April-May reversal or March-April reversal. It doesn't pay a lot of dividends. It only pays like 75 cents per quarter. But, you know, Disney's the kind of one you make money on principle, not on long-term investment. And that's what I'd be looking for in Disney. Get into the $80, $90 range. It usually averages around $100. That'll give you a 20% return. And again, we got to wait for our ideal entry, right? And we don't have that. So we're looking for it to run down into our range that we're looking for a potential I want to see it get into here. Right there. That's where I'm looking to pick up a deal. I'm missing out conversation here. Got a bunch to do today, given a lesson in the beginner's bookkeeping class in our country tonight. So wanted to touch up my presentation. Have a great day. Go volume profile. See you later, Derek. Done for the day, gone to playing ham radio in parks for the next 5 days or so. May stop by in the morning. Okay, Randy, take care, buddy. Thanks for everything and everyone in here. Ham radio, nice. You gotta. He's the kind of guy who can read. He's gonna know the SOS signal. All right. Where are we at here? Anybody got anything else you want to add to our little list of stock profiles that we're looking at? T1 Energy, come on down. The outer limits, please stand by. This one's open if anybody's interested in good morning. Not very exciting middle range, no. They came back and took my stop. I was in profit. This little wick right here, I was sitting right there. I was in short, and then it came back and took me out right there. I didn't want to see that institutional order flow entry drill on the 15-minute, but that little wick, because as soon as it started going down here, I was like, great, then I'm going to sit there. That's not doing its thing. It's going to, and it's giving us an institutional order flow entry drill on a 15-minute chart and went lower. I'm on a 5 right here. This is where I was looking at. So I was sitting just in here. Boop. It got me. That's okay. Look at that chop. Could have stayed above the 1 minute bull trap, but I wasn't prepared to give up too much profit here. So anyway, I'm out for the day. Anybody got a stock you want me to look at? Add to our little list of goodies for March, April? Yes, no? Anyone? Nothing there. Look at that, chopping through the regular trading hour gap is almost completely chewed up now. Not that nobody else wants anything there. There's only 14 people in here. Okay. The TSX. Oh, I think I've got TSX in here somewhere. I was looking at that for my parents. There you go. There's TSX. Let's have a look at mom and dad stuff here. TSX. That's where you want to see it holding. So here's my fear. I'll give you my fears, and then I'll give you the frowns and crowns, we'll call it. How's that? This is my frown going down, and this is my crown. This is the one you want to see it getting higher. So anyway, I want to see this. I want to see this find some support in here, continue going higher. That's ideally what you want to see if you're in a market that's a bull market like this overall. The frown is if we trade through this come back to this, drop down through here, like you see a precipitous drop there, and then come back, then you're going to see this. Oops. So if we see this level, this whole structure here gets broken, it comes back into the no-go zone. That becomes the no-go zone. And that can come all the way, oops. That can come all the way up into here. So this has got the flexibility to go from here to here, even up to the high of it, but pulsating inside here, and then drive down. It's this next drive down from here is what concerns me from that point. You get something like this, right? So we we have this accumulation phase first, smart money reversal. So if we move into a seller's market, we need to see this find support. So we get distribution, and this distribution is one of those ones that can pulsate up and down, and I don't want to see it get any more than there. We get a distribution, then a new reaccumulation. So that'd be like second stage accumulation, that this distribution could go straight down from here, or this one here will take it down. So it's the second stage distribution that I'm concerned about, because that would be a big precipitous drop in the market, targeting down here and beyond, potentially coming all the way back into this big crap zone down here. Remember April, May last year? So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for these kind of reversal patterns, right? So if we get the reverse effect, if this becomes an inverted type market and we see this continue to push higher into March, and then March, April gives you that reverse, and then May gives us a drop, May could be the reversal of anticipating it going up higher. We could catch a lot of shorts in the market in March, April. So anyway, that's kind of ideas I'm looking at there. So that's what I'm kind of wary of. Those are the frowns. That's the crown. You want to see it just keep moving up higher. And that may continue to do this into March, April. Right? So what you want to see here is I want to see this retest. And that can retest all the way down to, I guess, all the way down to the bottom here. So this could pulse anywhere inside here. And then I want to see this hold price here and it go higher. I want to see a portion of this stay open if we're going to push higher. And then you want to see a body close above here at 3314. Come back, tag this, send it higher. So you'd want to see like this. That kind of idea. And this can go above here, like that. And that's what we're looking for every single time I'm showing you on a 1 minute chart. The same thing I'm looking for on a daily. I don't change anything up for any other time frame. Nothing. It's exactly the same thing, because if anybody's teaching you anything out there that is not fractal and it's not transferable to any other asset class in any other time frame, it's not reliable. That's all I can tell you. That's just my belief anyway. It's not reliable. So those are your two scenarios. The bad scenario, the good scenario, and then we'll see what happens in March, April, because the bad scenario could still manifest itself. Does that help you, Liquid? So far, I'm still looking for this to keep going higher. We're still in a bullish market here. Nothing is giving us an indication that we're going bearish yet. We're still going higher. I recently been looking into more global markets. Italy. Interesting. Yeah, China. I think isn't China allowing people to start trading on the Chinese market stock exchange? I'm not sure how that works. I haven't even looked into that yet. I tell you, if Canada's done some good deals with China, I'd love to see them bring their electric car here, start selling their e-car here. That'd be awesome. That would switch things up. That would make us a little more formidable in the motor car market. What else we got? Yes, sir. Would be a nice drop for sure. I've been looking at the data from last year and noticed I like shorting more. I'm not a bear when markets were made to go up for me. It's just easy to read price action down the chart, I guess. Yeah, you know, I remember when I first started out, I could read a market better in one direction than I could in the other, and it was always a bull market. Bull markets were always best for me, and the reverses were just, my brain could not get around the reversal just yet, like flipping it over. And then it's like Michael says, man, once you see it, you can't unsee it. And it becomes like, oh, that is so blatantly obvious where it's going now and what it's doing. You can't unsee it. And that's what I want to get you guys to, where you just go, you wake up and go, holy crap, I see it. I totally see it now. Right? Yes, sir. Thanks, D. You're very welcome. I'm a long-time holder. Just wanted your opinion. You are welcome, my friend. And take that with a grain of salt. Again, not a financial advisor, just an old broken medic. That's all I am, man. Just keep hearing about all of these other countries doing well at the moment. Well, if you find one, if you find a market that you're interested in, by all means, let us know. And I'll be happy to analyze it in the day sometime. If you got a stock or anything that you're interested in and you want a second opinion on, by all means, drop it in here. We'll pop it in our little March, April stock picks chart, and we'll start keeping an eye on it. And we'll look for an opportunity to catch a run in the markets. But you got to understand, when you're trading in foreign currencies and foreign markets, watch what your tax rate's going to be. It may be quite substantial for your foreign investments to get taxed, withholding taxes in that foreign country, and then your country taxing you on top of whatever your gains are. It may not be as lucrative as you might think. So keep that in mind when you're looking at your stocks and stuff. Literally took me out 2 ticks, 2 handles above, and it got me. Dang you, rabbit. I could be in a nice little run there still. I keep hearing about China would have to start testing their cars for safety. Yeah, they got some pretty cool e-cars though. Yeah, I don't know what their batteries are like. Those are all really good. That's an excellent point. Their abs, how well they would do. But you got Teslas that still, I still see lots of Teslas moving around here in wintertime. So It'd be interesting to see what they come up with, if that's going to be on their list of imports. ES hit Asia low now. Yeah, so whatever. I'm confused. I'll just reverse the chart for the second and back in rhythm liquid. See how this change in direction here, this bull trap got traded to, but did not get broken. You see how this SIBI here is the only SIBI in this run. We traded to it, the bodies respected it, and then went lower. We did not get a change in direction. We did not get a change in direction. We just got traded back, filled it, and left. Crazy. Crazy. And if you're looking for continuation model, this is a real crappy one, but it is. Once we traded below that level, right? You want to see it get used and go lower. It does. Then it comes back in again, and then finally busts even lower still. But that becomes the no-go zone. And I was sitting right above the no-go zone. And that took me out. Appreciate that, D. Thanks. You're very welcome, Liquid. Chris, fun day today, despite the consolidation. How did your 945 candle go? 945 right there. 945 candle. Did you catch your run at 945 that you wanted right off the low? That would have been a nice little, as soon as it tests that, I'm going short. You could have got a nice run there. We're starting to get into 11 o'clock, so we may see a nice little return back into this. I'd like to see us get back into that 169, get a little bit of retrace first before continuing lower. But, you know, may not get it. We're down into that discount box now, way over here. We just can keep on trucking. Stopped me out and ran. Now looking for a reversal pattern 11. Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see a reversal back up into this level right here. Look at that right there. This is the next no-go zone. Now that we have a little run below the low, a little change in direction here, took out the highs, traded right back to it, went higher, finally broke the highs, then traded back through it on a close, tagged it, and then went lower. Didn't see that till now. That's a nice little extension continuation. We did not get the continuation though. We did get the extension rule and no continuation. It just kept running. Went from extension right into continuation with no opportunity to get short on that. I actually hopped into ES at the sweep of the 941. Good for you. Well done, Chris. Well done, man. Good job. Come on, Hadi. Let's get in here, man. Look at that. 50%. Look where that puts us. Ba-bing. You don't want to see it go lower than that, though. Otherwise, that could be a 60%. So if I put, we'll leave that there like that. But I look for, then I pull 62% to here and then 70% to there to project where we could potentially see this come down to. So if we see 62%, somewhere around there, we could see it run down into here. Let's see if it runs down further. Should have left a runner. Yeah. I shouldn't have been so tight. Should have stayed above the bull trap and then let that one run, because that would have been I'd be up with some huge cash today. Dang, man. Would have been a nice run. Would have been, could have been, should have been. There's plenty more out there. There's lots of fruit. Just go to the next tree and pluck your fruit. I have 2 runners left. Good for you, wireless. Take profit at 69.30. 69.30. Do it. Yes, he's going for the lows. You go, man. You go. You go. Look at that. Retest all the way up to 50% and put you right inside that box still and still send it lower. I'm sorry, that's not 50%. This is 50%. So if you just pop over 50% there into the premium area, you can still grab that there. So what you're looking for now is you want to see if there's a reversal up to here, and then you're catching the next reversal for the continuation to the daily lows. And this is the 11 o'clock reversal we're looking for. So this would be really cool to see this run all the way back up into here. Take out all these highs here and then reverse and come back lower. Because this looks like that price leg's almost done. Oops. Not even close yet. We still got a bit more. That will put you into 25.32-ish below the daily or new day opening gap. That will take out the yesterday's low. Yeah, 9:30 that'll finish off and take out yesterday's low. But I'd love to see it pull back in here first before finally running down there. This is the 11 o'clock pullback. Nice little cam model entry here. Oh, I gotta stand up. The next macro is here. Well, all I can say is that first New Year's key level entry has been pounded on this week, and it's been supporting prices to go lower. That 500 level was never broken. We don't want the big down candle yet, wireless. We want to be able to get back in on this. We need to get it back into that consolidation, then send it lower. Just a little retrace back into this little range it's got here. Freak out the little bear flag people, run it back up into that midpoint, catch a reverse, and then send it back down. Oh, it's Kevin. I thought it might be you from yesterday. It's Kevin. Well, I'll always know you as Kevin now. Wireless, we'll call you Kevin from now on. That's good. See that little trade above? I like it. Let's go. Send it back up. Immediate rebalance, retest in here. I want to see that start going up higher right there. Don't go lower. No, don't go lower. Mean threshold. Choppy chop. Look at it. 3 data points there. Just got lost all in one. So your ass potentially is next right here. It went through the high. We closed just above it. Then you want to see the high and the mean threshold hold, and then that immediate rebalance going on right here. It's not really immediate rebalance. It's on both sides. So look at this retest. I wanted to see that level there, then there, then there, then there, and then you didn't want to see that, otherwise going lower. So it's all in one candle. It's ripped through a whole bunch of them. So lower. Stay on the horse right here. If you get 3 in 1, you should see this take out that low there. Or at least the very minimum, the rejection block, and then stay inside this range bouncing around. So I'd like to see it sweep this, come back in, and see if we can't get above that candle again. There's the rejection block. If that takes off here now, you can see that little, your butt's next. That's the classic 3 or more arrays in one candle. If your stop loss is sitting there, it's coming for you. So that's just took you out there. Now I want to see this get back up in here. See, now we've got a body close below here. Not a good sign for us bulls that want to get back up into here. That's a short right there. Keep coming lower. But not a strong short because we haven't got any real body below the lows, but we do have a body below that candle and we've tagged it. So going lower, going lower. We're not going to get it, Hadi, unless you jumped in there. And that's too deep for me to chase price. And yesterday's low is at 57 anyway. So this consequent encroachment, that'll take you there. And there you go. It's gonna take you there in the midnight hour. Done. There you go, guys. There you go, Kevin. You got your wish, man. Now looking for a reversal. Too late now, Hadi. We want to catch a bear or a bull market now. The low's been swept from yesterday. Michael got his wish. That's taken. This is Monday's low here. Your next target would be right here at this candles. 052 to 015. 052 to 015. 052. So you're inside this box here. That's the 4 hours, is it not? Yes, it is. And I was looking for, I want to see 937. 937 down here. Nice trade there, Kevin. Well done, buddy. Well done. It's taken its low. Good for you. Now I'd like to see that 39 level. 39 to 41. See if that acts like a resistance. Keep sending it lower. Have you got any runners on there, Kevin? Are you still holding some out for a run? Darren, a word of gratitude much appreciate. I used the very thing you taught me here. Look at silver on the 1 minute at 8:31 a.m. gave a gap between the bodies, and I used it at 9:57 to enter. Let's have a look at what you did, my friend. Let's see what you did. All right, so you said at, oh, you're welcome, by the way. You're very welcome, man. I'm glad it's working for you. I'm glad it's working. That's the whole point of the thing. We want to make it work for you. You're on the 1 minute chart, you said? 1 minute chart. Let me get into a 1 minute chart here. All right. So at 8, you said at 8:31. Let me get rid of this. 8:31. 8:31. Right there. Okay. So we're looking right here. So 8:31, he says, I use the very thing you taught me here. Look at the silver 1 minute at 8:31 and gave a gap. 8:31. Yes, indeed, it did. Then I used it at 9:57. 9:57. And then I went long. I entered there. Box. And you ran. Did you run up and take out? Like, are you targeting box to box inside this range? If you're using my box to box strategy, then you'll see this right here is your upper zone. And you hit right in the consequent encroachment. This is what I've tried to impart on my buddy Hadi there, is the premium level, the most sensitive area of the premium box, and you guys make notes about this, is the consequent encroachment. Watch to see if you get a reaction off of that. And then if you get a trade short off that consequent encroachment, which is right here, the retest right there to perfection. You're running back inside this range here now, back to the discount box. You're into the discount box here. You ran back up into the box one more time. Then you finally slammed through it. So if you caught that run up in there, off of that spot there, I'm happy for you. Way to go, Vitaly. Good for you, buddy. Good work, man. At 10:02 you exited. 10:02. 10:02, right at the. That's a great place to bounce off of, man. That's excellent. That's right to the bull trap. Well done. Well done, son. Way to go. That's all right. Good work. Good work, Vitaly. I'm glad it works for you, man. Just keep on watching, keep on practicing, stay in the market, stay in these trades, and you'll see a level of precision that will blow your mind. It will blow your mind. So congratulations, Vitaly, on your trade. We're coming into that 4-hour level now. Right on the top of 978. 978 will be right here. This is the top of the 4-hour. You're very welcome. And the good thing about that too is that your stop loss can go right here, because if you're wrong and you're on the wrong side of it and it trades through it, comes back to it, then we're looking for a run on this low, right? So you just get back in sync with it for going lower. So nice tag. That's a nice precise tag too. Good for you. There you go, Vitaly. You get the #1 thumbs up. Well, finger up. Yay. It's number one, by the way. It's not the middle finger. it's the number one finger. Let's see if we get above here now. Nothing's up there yet. There's the top of the 4 hour. Now I'm looking for that last level. I'm looking for, this is the sensitive area. So now we've got the discount box. I'm looking to see if we get a 937 reversal here. 937 is my downward box here. This is my consequent encroachment. Now I want to see if there's any sensitivity off of this. It's like I was telling you about those premium boxes, that consequent encroachment is the sensitive area. And you want to see a reaction off that like we talked about in silver. This thing. Same thing in reverse on the other side. You want to see that consequent encroachment find some sensitivity. But this is what I'm looking for on a 4 hour. See how that sensitivity there? And then another run back into the range. Like you imagine this on this 1 minute, like on silver, that we've been watching here on the 5 minute or the 15 minute on NASDAQ is this big run down that we just had this morning. I'm looking for this 4 hour reversal right here off the consequent encroachment. So that's what I'm kind of looking for here, down here. So we'll see if we get that kind of response there. If it rips right through it, then I'm going to make sure that's the actual spot I'm looking for. 37. Yep. 37. So then what I'm looking for here is on these lower time frames, if the 4 hours giving me an area of sensitivity, I'm looking for anything that would support a reversal here. So there's that my bull trap, and I've got a nice little SIBI forming right here, or it's already formed, and I've got a bull trap right there. So internal range liquidity hunt, I'm looking for, if you're a 15-second, you're just looking inside this range off this level, and I want to see this get closed through and then take out that high there and then send it higher. If that makes any sense. So one more little push down here, and then we're looking for a reversal to happen. If it doesn't and it just keeps running through it, then great, we don't get involved. Then we look at the full fill of that 4 hour and see if that holds. These all become little bull traps for us to trade over once we get back. Right back at you. Whoever's sending the love, right back at you. Right back at you. Just remember, my friends, love is healing. It's a healing thing, man. It's a healing thing. How come that went away? There you go. There's your 37. Well, that's 41. We're still another couple away from that dead center of that 4 hour. So I'm looking anywhere inside here now for any chance to see us, see if we get a reversal. This is 11 o'clock too, so we should see we have time, price, and I'm just waiting to see if we get our setup now. Now we're in it. All right, let's see what happens here. What do we got on our out? Well, we still got 2.5 hours on this wick, on this candle. We still have 2 hours and 45 minutes of this candle. So it's either going to reverse and come back up and give us a nice little wick on our 4 hour, or it's going to keep driving down. So I'm just looking for any reversal here to see if we get some support off that level. And keep in mind, we can come down to the full fill of the box, which is 889. That's the next downside level. And you're allowed a little wicks and stuff, but ideally I want to see this piece stay open 889. I want to see this piece stay open. You can get some wicks in there, but I just want to see that stay open. And let's see if we can start pushing higher now. If it fully fills and goes through it, then we're still bearish. And then I'm just looking for, do we close today on the 4 hour, close that 4 hour below 980? If we stay below here on a close now, on a 4 hour in the next 2.5 hours, if we stay below that, then that whole little retest zone would be all the way inside here. That could be retested and send it. I'm expecting to see that just go ripping all the way down from here. This is what I've been waiting for freaking days now. I want to see it run down into 717 again. 717, 631. No long. Don't marry the idea it's going to go higher at 11 o'clock. Now you're looking for 11:30. Here's the 16, 17, 18 candles. Here's the squabblers. Looking for 27, 30, 32 for Crazy Ivan reversal. Crazy Ivan. $8.52 is the hourly order block, you say? Which hourly order block are you talking about, Hadi? This little propulsion candle here? That's the top of that is sitting at, it might be different on yours, 861. Its mean threshold is 820. Well, how's your silver doing? Ooh, my God, look at that silver ripping through there. Holy sugar. There's your bull trap or your bear trap. You break through the bear trap, and we have our go, no go zone. And it overlaps right with that little fella right there. All the way up to right there. That's the no-go zone right there. Trade through it, come back to it. Look at that. Jeepers, that was a huge run in silver. Huge run in silver. Model 4 right there. There's extension, continuation. Oh, man. Shit balls, that's a huge run. Vitaly, if you caught my other little Model 4 right there, you were just chuckling away to yourself right there from 82. There's nothing in it. Even if you used a Model 3 on that, there's nothing in here that you're still sitting right here. or actually just above that one there, because that's the, oh, right here. You'd be sitting right here right now. Once that one forms, you're sitting right there. All that's in profit, and you're sitting above your SIBI. If that breaks there on a close, then you're out of your trade. Move to the sidelines, and that's a take profit model 3. Otherwise, you're still in that letter book. Wait for the next one to form. Nice. That's gone. Now we're eating through the bottom half of the 4 hour. That whole 4 hour now, I want it to become, so here, I'm going to put the box in here now. If we can close below here, I'm looking for this to this. Right there. To become let it rip, man. There's the retest. We still got 2.5 hours of this candle here yet. I didn't see any Mark 3 entry this morning, Mark. This is your 3. Oh, yes, it is right there. Mind you, you ran above it, you closed above it, you closed below it. And on our, the bot, that would have closed you out on one trade a day. That would have closed you out right there on a fail. The moment it broke through the mean threshold, right there, your trade would have been done for the day. If you take that, you toggle that off and you trade again, it would have traded that. It would have taken that right there for a short, and you would have been in that right from there. You'd still be in this, and it would be targeting 79. It would have targeted right here, and then it would have targeted there, and then there, then there, and then here, here, and here. And now it would target way the hell down there. If you had the chain toggle on, In other words, you're chaining trade to trade. It would chain you all the way down. You'd still be trading in that. So that's an interesting one, Mark. If you used your 3 a.m., you would have got out, got back in according to the rules you gave us. You would have lost once, and then you won big time on the other side. But we have a toggle for that on our bot. I'll be right back. I think that's going to be it for me, you guys. I think I'm going to be out of here now. I'm looking for the big run down into here now on the hourly chart. It's the discount box. Heading for the MEX Mark III, which is a 607 to 650 or 554 or 548, something like that. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for me. Thanks for showing up, you guys. I know there's only a few of you left, so thanks for tuning in. Thumbs up, like, subscribe if you're into the channel, you like what we're doing. By all means, pop in every day. We're here to share and help out in any way we can. So until tomorrow, I wish you guys a nice, safe, happy day, and I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning for the last trading day of the week. I hope you enjoyed yourself here. So let's see if this runs down into our discount box today. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks again, Hadi. Thanks for everybody who tuned in, and I'll see you tomorrow.